How's it going, guys? Welcome to Hope on Deck. Woo! And we're going to listen from one of my great friends. He might be the least expected person to hear this kind of story. Because for me, I didn't expect him to have this kind of experience. But yeah, let's call him out. Gab. Gab.
Hello. Thanks for the intro. Thanks for the intro.
So hi, thank you for joining us for this second episode.
Yeah,
So,
I'm glad to join.
before we jump into it, we'll do some warm up. We'll be doing Would You Rather. Okay, so for those who don't know, Would You Rather, the type of game where there is two options, like let's say A or B, and which one would you choose? It's just that simple. So this is a game that we get to know Gab more, but in a more funny way. So let's start.
Okay.
So the first one, okay. Would you rather listen to Avril Lavigne for the rest of your life or
Okay.
listen to Taylor Swift for the rest of your life?
I think for long-term wise, I would choose Taylor Swift because probably enjoy what she produces more.
More than
Uh,
Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, I think the newer stuff that Avril Lavigne produces is not that.
Not
I
that
don't,
great.
don't really enjoy that, so I would choose Taylor Swift.
Side note, Gab is a very big fan of Avril Lavigne. So to me, for him to choose Taylor Swift,
I'm thinking
it's
long-term.
quite...
I am a fan of Taylor Swift as well. Some of her old albums, yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay, so next one. Would you rather have the ability to be invisible or have the ability to fly?
Easy, invisible. Cause
why?
yeah, I like to be at the background, like not noticed. Yeah, just doing my work and not to be too high profile. That's how I like it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for Would You Rather. So before we get you to relive the memory of yours, we'll get to know you more with questions. So first and foremost, could you introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Gabriel. I'm from Penang. I studied in Union Primary High School, and I studied in the Chongling High School. Then I went to Inti College to get my pre-university, and then I did 2 years studies of pharmacy in KL and 2 years in UK, Sunderland, where I got my degree in pharmacy, and now I'm working in a hospital as a pharmacist.
Was it hard studying to be a pharmacist?
I would say exams are tough. It's quite stressful because if you don't pass a particular part of the year, you have to retake. Fortunately, I didn't have to retake any year, but I did fail one of the finals and I had to resit. They still have a second chance for you to resit, and if you fail that resit exam, then you have to retake the year. So I did resit once. It was quite challenging, but yeah, I managed to go through. And yeah, it's tough, still manageable.
What's your view on relationship? Those boy-girl relationship?
In the past, I don't really think much about it, but I had one experience when I was in college. It was a short one, but taught me a lot.
Since you mentioned that, we're going to ask you on that. So, okay, when did it happen? Like, when did it start?
We started as not really friends. I didn't really like her because she was quite noisy and crazy in class. Like she's very loud. Then she's like a bit fun and crazy, hyper, that kind of girl. So in the beginning, don't really enjoy her presence in class because I want to like listen to class but eventually we got to know together and became friends, and then slowly from friends we became good friends and we became a couple after a long time of being friends. Yeah.
How long did it take for you that you are able to ask her out?
I think it's after our exams. Kind of have a like connection, like liked her during study, like revising for the finals. But I think I confessed before that. But we wanted to like officially start after the exams are over. I think we just focus on studies. But I confessed before that. I actually confessed through text. And then I remember the next day, she was like ignoring me the whole day. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be so bad because she's gonna reject me and then our friendship will be awkward. But thankfully, after some time, she said yes. So. But we officially started, I think, after the finals exams, end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, after the end of the year. So, what exactly brought you to that decision to ask her out?
There was one bet that I made with a friend. We were both having a crush on friends, and then we were talking that we both I like this girl and then she liked that girl, so we were texting and I came up with this motto: no regrets we will just confess and see what happens. No regrets, no regrets. We keep repeating this phrase, no regrets. That's how we got the courage to ask, although I might have regretted a little bit.
I'm not sure whether it's wise to ask you. So, what happened in that relationship? Were there any memorable moments?
I think we enjoyed each other's company, just watching being online, browsing 9gag, watching YouTube videos, watching vlogs, and sharing just internet stuff to one another. Then watching movies, really connected She really made me more open to share my thoughts, become more crazy to troll people, to poke fun of people. Yeah. So she really changed my personality a little bit to be more open. Yeah.
Well, that's actually good.
Yes.
I mean, for me to see that, and she's able to bring that open side of you. Yeah. So how long did it last, that relationship?
Less than a year, I think. Around 7 months. That's not a long relationship.
That was before you go to KL, is it?
Yeah. She went to KL first, then I was supposed to go 9 months later in different unis. But in the middle, we broke up. We had our differences and we broke up. Yeah.
Not sure whether I can ask you this, but was the breakup a mutual decision for both of you?
It was initiated by her, but at that period we were already having disagreements with one another. So we were disagreed about the moral value. She said that she would bribe a cop if we will kena tahan if we're speeding. I don't think I'd be able to do that, to bribe a cop. We fight on this small thing. So after that fight, I remember thinking, wow, I have such different thoughts and views in life. It might not be suitable to be together. And then I remember praying to God. I'm a Christian and I pray to God, if it's not meant to be, can you please do something, because hurting so much, I don't know what to do about this relationship. And then a few days later, she initiated the breakup with me. Although I was really sad, and then she initiated the breakup. I asked her why I still wanted us to be together, because she's my best friend in college. I don't want to lose that relationship and lose that friendship. She didn't give me a reason why, official reason why she's ending the relationship. We just broke up without
like that.
without a closure lor for me, because she didn't say like exactly this that like what reason, and it had me guessing a lot.
So it did affect you emotionally, right?
Yeah, it did. I was really sad and confused and a bit angry because few months later she got together with her another friend course mate, and I remember this course mate liking her when we were together and pursuing her as well. So I always had this thought that she cheated on me with this guy. So I have this hatred and anger towards both of them, although we are not in contact anymore.
This emotion, like, stop you from what you're doing? I mean, like, physically.
I guess it affected like this bitterness. So whenever I think of her, I feel sad as well. I think the hurt lasted for quite some time, at least a year. Because I don't have closure, I didn't know what is it my fault or what is a definite reason that break up. It's just
Without any reason.
yeah.
Given.
And then I found out that she got together with another guy. I always assumed that she must have cheated. Eventually I found out it's not the truth. But I guess that time I was first year in uni, at least it's a new environment where I get to meet new friends and get to start focus on my studies. So it's still fine for me to live my life.
So how did you get back up?
I think with the support of friends at the first 2 years.
So it was
Not much that
when you started.
not much that I do lah. Yeah.
So you're able to sort of like move on.
Oh, what happened was I actually joined a group of people who are running church or doing a small group, which is a bunch of Christians just sharing life. I'm really inspired by what they do. In the past, I'm just a Christian who just attend church and don't really pray or read the Bible. And I don't really believe in praying for making decisions in my life. After joining that group, one of the friends also asked me, why do you go to church? And then at that time, I remember I couldn't answer the question. I was kind of embarrassed. Why do I go to church? Then that got me quite interested with this bunch of people, and I joined them for their sharing and ups, and they teach me about reading the Bible and praying, and I really get to know who is God and who is Jesus, and that in a way also helped me to move on, because one of the Bible verse, it says overcome evil with good. So when I read that, it means that I have to forgive and not hate. But I remember at that time I told God, I can't. It's too hard. I can't. It's like it hurts too much to do that. But after joining that group and knowing Jesus and God, it really made me accept to forgive and to let go of this hatred.
Were you able to reconcile with her?